Okay, so we're going to talk about LinkedIn and how LinkedIn can be used to further develop your brand. So let's get into that. We're going to start off with a cute and fun little video from LinkedIn.
If you're watching this, chances are good you want to get a job. You want to go from student to rising star, and you want to avoid eating the same meal over and over and over again. Good news, you're in the right place. That's right, LinkedIn. It's not just for top executives. It's not just for old people with heavy briefcases. It's for you, and it's the perfect place for you to start your professional story. Say you want to get a job in New York City. You've never been there before, but that's okay because you have LinkedIn on your side. You start by creating your profile. You give it love because you know it's what recruiters are looking for day and night. It's your resume that never sleeps. It's your flashing neon sign that says, hire me, for the love of all that is good in this world, hire me. Then you start making connections. Alumni working in New York? Yes. Recruiters at top companies in New York? Yes. Your mom's best friend? Yes. You start imagining whose shoes you want to walk in. You think, wow, this is a lot of deep stuff to consider. You shake yourself out of it and start searching for jobs. Whoa, that's a lot of jobs for students. Time to get down to business. You start to tailor your profile. You start applying. You feel empowered, in control, like you should be CEO. That gives you an idea. You look up all the CEOs of all the companies you want to work at. You see one of them went to your university. Then it hits you. You see a clear path from campus to career. You feel like you can see the future. You wonder if you're psychic. Should you start a hotline? No, back to plan A. You keep tailoring and connecting and applying, and before you know it, you start getting responses. First a few, then more, then an interview, and then you're hired. And that's when the real learning begins.
Okay, so a little bit about LinkedIn is that it was started in 2003. It is a really big platform now. There are 722 million members from 200 countries worldwide. The company itself has 16,000 employees, and there are 50 million plus companies that are listed on LinkedIn. And it also is compatible with 24 different languages. So, and it keeps growing.
If you're watching this, chances are good you want.
Okay, so why does LinkedIn really matter? Aside from the platform that it is and how big it is, that is a good indicator, but there's more to it, right? So it's actually likely that the recruiter that you might be working with is going to be sourcing their candidates via LinkedIn, and 85% or more of recruiters do that. And most candidates are then expected to have a profile, especially college students, recent graduates of the digital age. So it's more common, even so now, for students to have a LinkedIn profile and to utilize that and to get found via their LinkedIn in some capacity. It also is a way for you to expand on your resume. So as an undergraduate student, your resume it's going to be one page typically. So this is a great way for you to have the ability to expand on that, get into more detail, talk about some of your other interests, talk about things that just didn't make the cut for your resume that still matter to you, that you want to showcase. This is the place to do that. It also is a way for you to learn about different industries, different jobs, different employers. So since there are 50 million plus employers on the platform, you're able to utilize their pages and the information and the other people that are talking about those companies, that work at those companies, to research and get information, and kind of expand on what you might want to do, where you might want to work. And a huge thing that we talk to students about is that this is a great way for you to easily connect with alumni from UNC Charlotte. And there's an easy way to do that, and we'll go over that too. Okay, so when you're building your profile and you've gotten into it, you've logged in, you've signed in, it's going to remind you a little bit of like a typical social media platform, building your profile. It's very similar. And so these are the components of the profile. So first of all, you're going to need a profile picture, and you're going to want it to be a headshot from your waist up. It could even be your shoulders up. and it's going to be a professional headshot. And the reason being is that you will get more profile views for having a photo. It's more likely that people will connect with you, 9 times more likely that people will connect with you if you have a profile. And then to help you with that, we do offer students to get their headshots taken at the Career Center. We have a spot for you to do it indoors and a spot for you to do it outdoors, whichever one you would like. We have someone here that takes professional photos, and this is a free service to you. So do sign up to do that and make an appointment to do that. You are going to also want to develop your headline on your profile, and that will help you to stand out. So you want to make sure that that's captivating. You also want a well-developed summary. So this is going to be similar to an objective statement, but you do want it to be longer and you want it to get into a little bit more detail. And then also you want to get more detail into the experience section. And the great thing that you can do to do that is just copy and paste directly from your resume and then expand on that on the LinkedIn platform. And then you can also add skills via LinkedIn. So if you haven't been on there before, there is a way for you to show the skills that you have and then also get endorsed for them by other people. And then again, like we said, you're going to want to follow companies or organizations on there and show that you're being active and utilizing the platform and learning and engaging, and that's going to make you stand out as well. Okay, so for the headline, we'll go into that a little bit deeper. So it's going to auto-populate with your current role. So whatever role you put in when you're filling out your information. Here we have Jessie as our example. So we have career coach, professional development educator, career tracks guru, advocate for student and alumni success. And so you can build that to be specific and show off all that you do. So it might be intern at Secret Studios. It might be student at University of North Carolina at Charlotte. It might be customized to be a little bit more detailed or unique and stand out. And then a great way to do it is also to use certain buzzwords. So words that are popular in the industry that you're interested in, that recruiters are going to be looking for. You want to incorporate that into the headline. And a great tool that a lot of people use is if they're seeking opportunities or seeking employment, they'll put that in that headline too, so that it's clear. Okay, so with LinkedIn, we want you to make connections. We want you to use this as a networking tool, as that's what it's built for. So we want you to be connecting with people that you would want to see you in a professional light, who can help you professionally and who can build you professionally as well. So this can look like friends, neighbors, classmates, roommates, family members, faculty members. It can be your advisors and your campus staff. It could be your career coaches. It can be previous colleagues, managers, supervisors, and friends, family members. And so you'll want to connect with them and start building up your network, as that will allow you to make even deeper connections because they rank them. Your first connections are those that you're connected with. Your second connections are those that you have a mutual connection with, and so on and so forth. And so it'll build you up in that way and give you access to more connections the more that you connect with. You're also going to want to reach out to recruiters after you do apply for internships and jobs and make that connection with them. Staying in communication with recruiters is helpful to show your interest and also to get you more information about those placements, what's going on at the company, any information that you might want. And then a great thing for you to do is, like we talked about, that research piece. We want you to connect with people who have interesting roles and those who work at a company that you're interested in working at. And those are going to be the ways that you build up your connections and learn and get to see kind of what they're doing, see the information that they're sharing so that you can learn more about opportunities and, solidify reasons that you might want to work where they work or have the role that they have. And this is what it looks like on the screen. You would press the connect button. It would be an invitation. You can do an optional message. If there's a connection that you have that's specific, you can put that in there. Again, it is optional, and then you would press send, and then you wait for them to connect with you. Okay, some more tips for you to utilize. So there's going to be buzzwords, keywords in your summary statement as well. So in your headline, your summary statement, and recruiters are going to search for potential candidates by these keywords. Again, it's consistently going to go back to recruiters and how they're using these platforms to source you. And so they're looking for those keywords. You also don't want to be too wordy. You don't want anything to be too at length, but you do want to include all of your experiences, paid and unpaid. You really want to expand on your resume and put it all there. And then we talked about the skills section and things. You can reach out and ask for endorsements of those skills. You can also ask for recommendations, and these will populate on your profile and show what you've received endorsements for and the recommendations you have received. And so with that being said, also do the same thing for your peers. Take some time to give them endorsements too, or other people that you've connected with, to show that you can give that back too. And then you also want to share things. So just like a social media platform where you share certain things in your life, you can share your professional updates here, and your connections can see that and react to that, and share in the news. And so it can be about a new internship that you've landed. It can be a conference that you attended. Those are great. And it shows your interest in your career field and that industry. It shows your interest in learning, continuous learning, and professional growth. You can also share if you've completed your certificate. A lot of graduates will post when they graduate. If they've completed a training program, they'll share that. And so it's a great way for you to show yourself off and also build community. Okay. Okay, and we're going to take a look at another video via LinkedIn.
Hi, everyone. I'm Monica Lewis, Director of Product at LinkedIn for Talent Solutions. The COVID-19 pandemic has put millions of people out of work, and that's where we're working hard to help, to connect job seekers with their next job. Today, I'm excited to share we're launching several new features that make it easier for you to take that next step. First, we know it can be overwhelming to try to figure out what to do next, and we can help you navigate that with the new Career Explorer. You just enter your most recent job title, and we'll show you jobs that you can easily transition into based on the skills that you already have. And we'll also show you what additional skills you might want to build and the courses to help you learn them to help unlock even more opportunities. You may have seen we recently launched Open to Work. This feature makes it easy for job seekers to indicate to employers and the whole LinkedIn community that they're looking for work with a simple photo frame around their LinkedIn profile. We're also making it easier for hiring managers to share that they're hiring by making job posts free and letting them display I'm hiring right on their profile picture. So they can signal to their network and let job seekers discover the people behind the job. And finally, when you make it to the interview, we'll help you put your best foot forward with interview prep. We've launched new interview prep for in-demand jobs like project manager and marketer, and the tool will let you practice answers and get instant feedback. All of these changes are just the beginning. Stay tuned for what's next and visit opportunity.linkedin.com to learn more.
So these resources and these tips for you are provided by LinkedIn and also referenced from Building a Strong LinkedIn Profile by the National Association of Colleges and Employers. Okay, and so I want to show our career guide, which is a helpful resource that is provided, and we have a new one that will be coming out shortly. So this is our latest edition, and a new one is coming out. And so we're going to show that in a second. And then also, if you need further assistance with your LinkedIn, please meet with a career coach. You can schedule an appointment via Hira9er and talk about LinkedIn as a topic of that career appointment. And they're happy to help, and we're happy to build that with you and give you some tips if you need some further guidance. So let's check out the career guide really quick. Okay, so this is the PDF version, digital version of the career guide. And so what I would like to show is our section that helps out with networking and LinkedIn specifically. And so these are the different sections that are within the career guide, and we're going to look at the orange section and check out some of that LinkedIn information. So here you'll find some interview prep, and then goes into building your network and ways that you can do that, and then specifically ways to do that via LinkedIn. So we do have the LinkedIn profile checklist listed here so that when you're building your LinkedIn, you can reference this and make sure that you've gone through and done all that you feel you need to do and that you've built up your profile to maximum capacity. And of course, just like your resume is always changing and always improving and you're adding to it, your LinkedIn will be the same thing. And then when we talked about networking with alumni on LinkedIn, and a great way that you can utilize LinkedIn to specifically talk to other alums, that so it provides this natural connection for you both, right? So what you'll do is you'll go to the University of North Carolina at Charlotte's page, so you can just search that, and then this is what it will look like when it's pulled up. And then it's going to, you're going to click the alumni tab, which is here in green, and this is what it looks like. You can search here. Right now, we're actually up to 155,000 alumni, I believe. And you can search all of these alumni based on a title, a keyword, a company. You can also look at where they live, and you can also look at where they work. And then once you've searched them, you can connect with them and start connecting with people that are at places that you want to work at or in roles that you want to have. And then we have a great resource for you. It's actually at the bottom, sorry, of this page, for a sample LinkedIn message. So when you do connect, you have the option, like we talked about, to add a message. And this is a great way for you to get started with that if you're not sure how to even start and formulate that message. And then personalize it, of course, make it sound like you, make it your own. But this is a great way for you to do that and to start connecting with people and establishing relationships and asking those questions and getting that research, expanding your network to see where that might lead. It might lead you to a job, right? So that's part of our career guide, and how you can get some more information about LinkedIn. Okay, so if you do have further questions, we are available to you via our drop-in hours, which are regular semester Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And typically over the summer, they are Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We are located right next to the library main entrance. If you haven't ever stopped to see us in person, that's where we are. This is what it looks like outside of the library. And again, to schedule your career coaching appointments, because drop-ins are typically 15 minutes, so a quick topic that you can discuss. If you want to go more in depth, please use Hire a Niner, which is linked there to the right, and you'll be able to build your profile there and check that out. We have a lot that goes on at the Career Center, so we'd love for you to check us out at career.charlotte.edu. And there is an events page specifically, so you can see the events that we're offering. We have career communities that you can join, so you can get information that's solely about the careers that you're interested in and the industries that you're interested in, and then work directly with a career coach who specializes in that industry. And then we also have career meetups. So these are quick little meetups with employers, alumni, career coaches, and we talk about a slew of topics, career related, answer a lot of big questions that you might have, and give you a lot of tips that you might have related to anything professional. So check out the events page to find that. And then we're also on social media, and that's our handle there. If you want to check us out, our Instagram is quite fun, so you can hop there, and we'd love to see you on there. So thank you so much.